I was in the Army. Unfortunately, I was in the Army for just under 3 years because I messed up my foot before I went into the military. According to my doctor, civilian doctor, I broke two bones, one on one side, one on the other side of my foot. And so they put me in a cast for like 3 months. I had to push back my military enlistment. And once the doctor took me out of the cast, I had to wait another month. He gave me his okay. I went back to the MEPS and went through the process and got in. And halfway through basic training, it felt like I broke my foot in half again. So I went to the military doctors. They took X-ray after X-ray after X-ray. I think it was like, I don't know, 8 or 9 X-rays, and then come in there and brought me into this big conference room where they had a table that had lights shining up through it. And they put all these X-rays up there on the table. They said, it's official. It's not our machines that are messed up. Yes, you broke this bone on the outside and the other bone on the outside, but you also broke all the ones in between, and you never should have been in the military. I said, well, I'm in now. What do we do now? They said, well, if you want to continue, we'll just send you back to your to complete basic training. And they put me in, I think put me in a cast for a little while and gave me a profile. And I finished basic training, went on, continued on as long as I possibly could. I was over in Germany whenever it finally got to the point where I couldn't even hardly walk. And it continuously got worse because I was constantly running and doing PT and everything else, So I got out of the military, and it continuously got worse. And now I'm having to walk with a cane, and my knees messed up, my hips messed up from trying to baby it. And that's where we stand today. Well, the hospital up there said I was getting 10% there, but it wasn't VA. It was just 10% disability is what they told me. Now, when I got out, tried to apply for VA, they said, yeah, this ain't military related. And I've been fighting that battle ever since. Hence the reason why I got in touch with you guys, in the hopes that maybe you guys could convince them, hey, this may not be military caused, but it has been military aggravated. Okay, so I initially got 10%. Okay, that was related to tinnitus, and 10% for cervical strain, getting me a rating, period. Even if it ain't but 10% for one thing and 10% for another thing, that's more than I was able to get. So what I would say is go for it. The reason why I say that is because me trying to file for my own VA claim, I knew what I could file for, which would be my foot. And so that's what I was primarily going for. However, you guys sat there and broke it down. Yes, I've got hearing loss because due to tinnitus. Yes, I've got cervical strain issues. Yes, I do have problems with my hips and my legs and everything else. So that it's not just for my foot now. That's what I really, really needed, because the things that I'm getting approved for are not even related to my foot. So, and that, I think a lot of veterans fall into that. They, okay, I got a problem with my lower back. Okay, I'll go ahead and see if I can get a rating for my lower back. They don't realize that that's affecting their upper back, that's affecting their neck, that's affecting their head, and might be affecting their hips and all this other stuff. And let's say you snore at night, and might have a chance of getting sleep apnea tremendously. Right now, I've got myself and my wife here. She's working for Lyft, and we've got her daughter. Might as well say my daughter and my son, but her daughter and her husband are living, and her son is living here, which might as well be my son as well. And so that's 5 full-grown adults in the household, and only 2 of those contributing. I think it's like $300 to $400 a month towards bills. So I've needed every dime I can get to pay the bills here.